Alright, so heading towards Circuit of the Americas this morning. I just turned on to the access road and I'm going to drive around the track, at least around the outside of the track, parking lots, whatever I can get into, and see what kind of cell coverage we got here. A little bit overcast this morning. A few sprinkles of rain on the windshield. So we're driving in the access road. I am not watching what I'm streaming, so I have no idea what the quality of it is at this point. When I get over here to the track and stop, I'll use my phone and get to the stream and see what it looks like. But I can't drive and operate another device, unfortunately. So probably a half a mile from the track here, see the observation tower. You might be able to see it in the video, a little bit off to the right. Resolution is limited to keep the amount of data that you generate down. At this rate, which is equivalent to SVGA, roughly, on a computer monitor. It generates 360 megabytes an hour. So for a 7, 8, or 9 hour race, assuming you stream the whole thing, would tend to use up a lot of your data plan, or in fact maybe overrun it. Alright, we're coming up the hill on the back side of the track. Coming in from the north, more or less. The big question is, what am I going to run into as far as any barriers, barricades? Restrictions on getting close to the track. Now you can probably see the tower a little better. It's dead ahead of me. It's a little further over here than I thought when I started the stream, but eventually going to get there. I see one barricade up here that doesn't look promising. Although, I don't see any reason why I can't get around it. So I'm going to do just that. But I'll give you a quick view of where we are. And that is where we are, Circuit of the Americas. Oh, looks like I got in. Didn't see anything that said I couldn't get in. So we're over in the very far back parking lot. I think I'm going to drive up in this parking lot and see what coverage is going to be like. Because this actually gets me close to the racetrack. Parts of it. So I'm driving along parallel with, not sure exactly what part of this track, parallel to the long straight. That's where I am. I'm going to swing the Jeep over a little bit so you can see a little better where I am. See here. Well, I'm going to pull up in here just because I can. He's got, I guess they let them park RVs here at times. So as you can see, I am actually almost as close as you can get to the racetrack without being on the racetrack. I wonder if that is the cut through. I bet it is. I bet that's where they ran Australian supercars. I think that's the cut through that allows you to run the short track. So if we got coverage here, I'm effectively on the racetrack for all practical purposes. I go down here, I think this might be turn 7, all the way down at the end here. Yeah, I think that is turn 7. So I am no more than 100 feet off the racing surface here where I'm driving. That you can see the turn right there. I'm going to stop and look and see what my live stream looks like. So for whatever reasons, the stream stopped. But I restarted it. Not sure what I did there or why that happened, but it did. As I was not seeing live video here as far as what's coming off the webcam. But I'm watching myself on the phone, and sure enough, I can see me driving down the track, or down the parking lot. Well, that is kind of cool. I gotta tell you, that is kind of cool. View of the tower. Takes the phone quite a bit of time to catch up. Much slower stream, I guess, to the phone or what it's capable of displaying. But I'm watching myself on my phone while I'm driving up closer to the track. Let's see if I can get a better view of the tower here. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Better view of that RV. Now that is just cool as heck, watching that on your phone. I just wonder if anybody else is watching this. It's kind of fun, guys. And it does look like there's great cellular coverage out here. I'm using my T-Mobile cellular hotspot. The one they sell. It's Z915. Appears to have plenty of capability. See if we can go around, see where else we can get into. They got that one blocked off. I'm gonna go around and see if I can get in the front parking lot. I would guess that would be open today. Let's see, the chain is down here on parking lot B. I don't know if we can see anything worthwhile in here. But you can see turn 1 off in the distance. Have to look through the fence, but turn 1 is way up there. Hill. See if I can get a better location to see that. Well, you gotta look through the fence to see it. It's a big problem. But believe me, turn one is pretty much dead ahead, way off in the distance. Wow, I wonder if they would stop me from driving out here. I bet they wouldn't like me to do this. But I really don't see anybody that stopped me. Dang. I think I better not do that. I could pretty much get out to the amphitheater if I kept on driving. See if there's anybody here that would tell me not to. See if this lady's gonna let me drive over there. Hello. Hey, I was just looking around. Can I drive over there? No, can't go through the fence, right? Okay.
I have to have a tour guide.
Huh?
I have to have a tour guide.
Tour guide. Can I not be my own tour guide?
No, sir. You have to be accompanied by a tour guide. But we'll give you a tour of the whole track for $25. Take you to the turn 11, turn 1, the grandstands, the top of the tower. Takes about an hour.
I appreciate it. Maybe I'll come back out here when I've got the time to do it.
Yeah, we generally do it on weekends from 10 to 4.
Weekends
Saturday
from 10 to 4.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday. Unless
And you
there's
come right here to do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Here every weekend.
Well, just as I thought. They don't really want me going through the gates. But for $25, they'll give you a tour. You get to go out on the racetrack with the tour guide and go up in the tower and all that kind of cool stuff on the weekends. From 10 to 4, I think the lady said. For anybody that wants to have some kind of a tour of the racetrack facilities. I might come back out here one of these weekends and bring a more portable version of this setup and do that tour and stream it. But we'll see if I have time. Might not make any sense to do it anyway. Alright, now we're going to be coming up on parking lot A. Surely to God they'll let you go in A. And while these people are here, does not appear to be any type of an event going on. I bet you they don't want me where I am right here either. Wow, I'm surprised they keep these gates open. Because I could drive right in to the racetrack, really. So just in case, one more time, you wondered where we are. We are where it says where we are. And this is where we're going to be on Valentine's Day with World Racing League. For 2 days of endurance racing with all of our friends and buddies. Can't wait. Joy Todd did a wonderful thing, I gotta tell you. I don't know what he told them, but he got the right answer. Because I would have never ever believed we would race here at this racetrack. Little different view here. I'm just not seeing much that stops me from doing what I'm wanting to do here. Because the truth of the matter is, I could get down into the paddock, but I'm going to be honest and not do it, because I got a feeling they would yell at me. There's an official looking bus. That guy doesn't look like he gives a rat's ass what I'm doing. Let's go up here to the stands at the top of the hill at turn 1 and see what we can see up here. Anybody that's watching this, I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, because this is actually a blast. See, had to check out the helipad. I want to make sure we know where our helicopter is going to be landing when they bring the Basil Weenie racing team in. I guess it's up in there somewhere. Oh, there it is, way down there. I hope they'll have a limo for us and we don't have to walk that far. Probably can't see it because of the video resolution here, but it is actually a great view of downtown Austin from up here. Pretty foggy, misty, overcast. All right, let's see what happens over here at turn 1. Oh, and the gate is open. This is pretty amazing. See quite a bit of the track from here. Hey, Trice. You watching my video? Well, I'm driving out of Coda right now. Yeah, streaming out. Yeah, I think so. Far as I can tell, it's working. Uh-huh. Well, eventually, some number of them will need to get in the trailer. If you want to not have them in your garage, you could put six. Well, you don't have a you don't have a back key to the trailer, though. Is the problem. So you can't do anything. Is the real truth of the matter. But I was gonna say you could put at least 6 of those in the tire racks and get them out of your garage. But you can't. But you don't have a key to the back though. But I'm thinking that what's on the car, we probably just leave it on the car because we might use those as rain tires if we had to. Because it's got the leftover rain tires from the last event at Texas World. So I'm okay. I'm okay with having it on those, and we'll just put 6 of the. We can put 6 of them in the trailer at some point. I've got to come out there. I need to come and get the trailer and swap the BMW for the Miata. But I probably won't do that until next weekend because if I'm going to do this streaming video stuff, I got to have some time to mount things in the BMW. I need to fit some stuff. You know, assuming this streaming is working, if you go watch it, you'll hear our call, or at least my side of it. Because I've got audio working now. All right. Well, are you in front of a computer right now? Well, bring it up and tell me if it's worth a shit. Probably. No, Rick's link is not active right now. Well, some of the earlier ones. Oh, you know what? That was the link to something that was saved, I think. I think that was not a link to the live stream. Now you can get if you go to Basil Weenie, you can get it. The link is right there on Facebook because I just posted it this morning. Because I just checked it on my phone out here and I was getting it quite well. So I think it's pretty much working. Can you see me? Well, I was. I mean, you're probably, you're probably picking up the immediate stream. Oh, there's about 5 seconds. There's about a 5-second latency between the real action and when you actually see it or hear it. I hear me. I hear me on your speaker. So you see me now. I'm pulled up right in front of the main entrance to the track. I just drove all the way around the racetrack. If you look, once I stop the stream, it'll archive the entire stream from when I started about 30 minutes ago. And you can play that archive and you can see the whole thing if you want to. I'm going to watch it just to see if there's any dropouts. Yeah, there's, what I've noticed is, I just stopped the engine on the car. You get a little bit of vibration in the camera, and it seems to beat probably with the frame rate of the video, and it gives you like a waviness. Now see, I stopped the engine. I'm looking at the video here. I'm watching the video here, the video that's going out, and it's perfectly stable. But when I start the motor, the least little vibration, that might have been a bad idea right there, bro. No, I guess not. Yeah, it may have, it picked back up. In fact, see, I'm touching, you'll see it here in about 5 seconds. I'm touching the dash on my Jeep. Now I've got the really shitty setup here because all I've got is that webcam taped onto the dash, so I mean, it's not at all substantial. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I think that's because the GoPro has image stabilization built into it. It's got an algorithm in there that does the image correction. It probably can only do that up to a certain extent until it runs, yeah, that it can't compensate for. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this, unfortunately, at least as far as using either the webcam or the other camera that Rick has for the Raspberry Pi setup, neither one of those have image stabilization in them, and it's unlikely that we're going to be able to come up with that, at least in the short term. But you can see what's going on, and maybe jumping. Yeah, if it's jumping around a little bit or blurry, I mean, that's better than not seeing it at all, because you're going to be able to see anything from the pit area, other than the cars whiz by every now and then. Right, and as it turns out, I may end up with an extra hotspot, because I'm using this hotspot right now. I'm streaming with that hotspot, but that's probably not what I'm going to use in a race car. I'm going to use that cell modem, and so that will free up the hotspot. Have to figure out how that's going to work exactly to have them both. Well, for that matter, we can just use a phone. My phones both have hotspots in them. Yeah, I got hotspots in both my. I got. Yeah, yeah, and then we. Yep. It's not going to be feasible probably to have more than one camera for this event, I think. Although we could do, I mean, reality is we probably could do two, because we actually have two setups, and Rick has a YouTube account, so we could stream on his account as well as my account. Or for that matter, anybody can set up one I don't think it takes anything special as long as you got a Google account. You can get on YouTube. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna quit talking. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is stop the streaming because I don't think it's going to be needed any further. So give me a second. All right, I stopped it. So it's going to say it's offline here very shortly. I From what I could see on Rick's video, it looks like that Raspberry Pi camera actually is sharper than this webcam. So it may actually be better video once we got the other setup going. From where? Oh, well, you know what? I think I hit the stop.